The Surgeon General recently warned about other major cities that are emerging coronavirus hotspots. One of those cities is Chicago. This morning, we're joined by Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot. Mayor, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Let's start with the situation on the ground there in your city. Monday, as I understand it, you had roughly 2,160 cases on Tuesday. You were up to about 2,600 cases with 26 deaths. What are you seeing on the ground right now in Chicago, and what more do you need?
Well, our primary focus over these past few weeks has been making sure that our healthcare system can sustain the surge that we're expecting. And we are seeing a continued increase in the number of cases, which we expected based upon our modeling. But what we're also seeing is a lengthening of time between the doubling of cases. And it's too soon to make any real predictions, but it seems like we're starting to trend in the right direction. But the truth is, on our modeling, we don't believe that we're going to reach the peak of this virus until mid to late April. So there's a lot more work that needs to be done. As you know, we've taken some fairly drastic steps, canceled a lot of outdoor activities, issued a stay-at-home order, closed our schools. All these things we know are necessary to really save lives. And we've launched here a local campaign called Stay Home, Save Lives, which people are having fun with, which is great. But primarily what we're focused on is making sure that our healthcare system has enough ICU beds, that we've got the vents that we need, and we're tracking the increase. There's a slow uptick, but it's pretty steady over these last couple of weeks regarding ICU hospitalizations and the number of hospitalizations related to COVID-19. We're working to expand our capacity. It's been reported, as you know, that we are looking to put 3,000 hospital beds in one of our large convention spaces here. We've opened up hotel space for those who need to step down, to quarantine, isolate. And yesterday we announced a hotel that is primarily focused on giving our first responders respite. So we're looking at all the key components of this ecosystem and making sure that we are doing everything that we can to strengthen the systems, but also protect the workers.
Mayor, I want to get your take on that assertion we just heard from the president on yesterday, that governors were slow to respond. The governor of New York, the governor of New Jersey as well. What about Chicago? What about the state of Illinois? Could you guys have done more sooner, as the president asserted?
You know, look, I will tell you that I don't pay a lot of attention to the things that come out of the president's mouth in his daily briefings. Many of them are not based on fact or science, and they're just wildly wrong. And that's wrong in this case. If you look at the governors in the states where the virus first hit in this country, those governors, including mine, were very proactive, very aggressive in making sure that we were doing everything that we could to keep people safe. So the president's just wrong about that. I will tell you, been disturbed by the states that still don't have a universal stay-at-home order. Luckily, they don't border ours, but it's concerning. We know that staying home saves lives. No one should be reluctant to implement those kinds of safeguards, because ultimately it is about saving lives. And this is a disease that doesn't discriminate. It doesn't recognize geographic borders. And what happens in one state will absolutely have a ripple effect on the rest of the country. So anybody who thinks that they can continue the status quo, not implement aggressive stay-at-home measures, is fooling themselves.
Mayor Lightfoot, I wish we had more time. There's that cool PSA that you launched where you're playing basketball and you're baking,
Yes.
and you launched this PSA, I guess, with the intent of encouraging other folks to stay at home. It's hilarious. People should check it out if they can. Here it is right here. This is just a part of it, but I encourage folks to check out the mayor of Chicago, the baller, encouraging Chicagoans to have fun in their own homes. Mayor, always good to see you. Thanks for your time.
Thanks so much.